Webcast. That's the name, and that's how it goes.
How you go?
I think that's how it goes. I don't know.
Anyways, thank you for watching the Instant Podcast. Welcome to Batcast is Dead. Um, this is the new one.
Yeah, that happened. The new and not really improved.
Improved is debatable. Heavily
But yeah,
debatable.
we're here. What do you think we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about stuff.
We're talking. So
Yeah.
one thing I will say, like right now, it's just me and Jess. Don't know if it's gonna stay like this, so we're gonna add another person later. We're just going with it.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with it.
It's the Instant Podcast. Name was randomly generated. Channel alt was made in 3 seconds. Deal with
Exactly 3 seconds.
Exactly 3 seconds. I spent more time making the text look cool than making the shut up
Than anything else on the channel.
Yes. Topic 1. What's your favorite porn?
But we're really gonna start it off like this?
Yeah.
I can give you my favorite type of corn.
Wow, what a corny joke. Wow, this is
the funniest part about it is that I don't know any type of corn. Got it.
Candy corn.
What's that?
What has this is awful. Actual
But we're
false
going
topic.
with it.
Actual false topic.
Yes.
Crew 2.
Yeah.
Is blue.
No, it's actually yellow.
Fuck you.
Because the logo, get it? Huh? Ha.
You go. I'm bad at this.
So they got a logo, and it looks okay. Apparently, you think it looks boring, or was that someone else?
I don't remember. It's that's
someone else. Never mind. That's someone else.
Yeah, it's a logo. It does logo type things. It's the crew, and it says
there's nothing else. There's nothing else. That's the end of this topic.
Man, Ubisoft is amazing at revealing games. It's like, hey, crew 2.
Yeah, here's the logo.
Here's the logo.
Now wait until June. Wait until June. Yeah. But yeah, a logo. There's really not much to talk about. People think there's gonna be like flying boats because in the tweet
flying
says
boats.
Beyond the road. Flying boats.
Flying boats.
Space travel, guys. Space travel is going to
boats.
be in the next crew.
Space boats.
You thought the next game, not the next game, the previous game was revolutionary. This is going to be beyond anything else we've seen in a racing game.
Space boats, aquatic cars, underground airplanes. It's got it all. Underground airplanes. How the fuck would that
Underground airplanes.
Wow. Because common sense is a thing I have occasionally. I think that by Beyond the Road, they mean there's going to be more of an off-roading focus rather than just you can go off-road.
Yeah.
Like, I think...
kind of like Forza and how they did with the whole Horizon thing.
Yeah. And then they're going to make like 5 roads in the game be worth driving on, and everything else is just going to be boring. Like
that's another thing.
And
yeah.
And
that's if they go with a big map.
Of course they are. It's the crew.
I don't know. I mean, you worked on that long for like the map of the USA, and it hasn't even been like 3 years since the last game.
Think about it this way.
Now they have a ton of things to work with.
In less than a year, they updated the entire graphics.
Yeah, but like that's graphics though.
That's not like your mom's graphics. But so much of the map is copy and pasted. Like so much.
Yeah, of course.
Like, yeah, they put a bit more effort into the cities, but when it comes to like the major cities, there's only like what 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
So all the smaller ones are identical, and they're all like a couple blocks. It's like this city is massive, but in this game, it's just a block. Like in Niagara Falls, like I live in Niagara region, so I know what the Niagara Falls look like. I've been there, and in the crew, it's just forest. Last time I checked,
Really?
I don't live.
Just the
Yeah,
forest.
it's just a forest. This is the forest and a waterfall.
And Texas doesn't even exist.
It
Apparently,
does.
it doesn't exist.
It does.
No, not in the game.
It does in the game because it doesn't. The game doesn't say states.
Oh yeah,
You balloon.
you balloon.
You balloon.
Haha, sponge mock meme. Huh.
This podcast is off to a great start.
Oh, yep, 100%. But
100%
yeah,
gluten free.
exactly, 100%. I think that's it. Like cars are gonna be in there. The specs are gonna be there.
Yeah, I bet. Hopefully they fix the cop. Okay, this is one thing I hate about calling all units. In my opinion,
Yeah.
they fucked up the cop chases, especially for people who didn't buy the DLC. Like it was so.
Oh yeah, they did.
Like the chases once it was easy to escape, but once you got to the high level, it was pretty cool seeing all the stuff. But now you have to now the cops are like always on your ass and you have weapons and it's basically the crew rivals which we predicted and it's like fuck off.
It's like I feel like that expansion was only worked on by like maybe like half of the people.
Half of one person worked on
Ivory
it.
Tower.
Half of one person worked
Half
on
of a
it.
person.
And it was the bottom half.
Because like I don't really feel like a lot of it is complete. I feel
like
like there's a lot of stuff missing.
I don't feel like a lot of you is complete.
That sounds like a crappy love poem or something. Oh, my other half is something.
All the half is something. Great.
It's something.
All the half is something.
But yeah, the Crew 2.
The Crew 2 is
looking.
It's a video game.
Yeah, and it's looking.
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing, we don't know.
All we got is a logo and a name. I don't like that, to be honest. I would have loved at the E3 press conference, just out of the blue, boom trailer. We wouldn't be expecting it. Look at it, we'd be like hyping it up because we're racing fanboys and shit. But like it would honestly, I wasn't expecting. Well, to be honest, I wasn't expecting the game to come out until next year. Like a reveal was possible in my head, but I wasn't expecting the game till next year. Granted, it could get delayed because this is the Crew we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a completely different game and it's made by different people who worked on bigger stuff. But like Red Dead Redemption 2, that got delayed to like next year, like spring.
A Rockstar game that's never been delayed.
Table tennis. That one didn't get delayed. Am I right? I don't even know if it did.
Maybe it did. If it did, because I know GTA 4 got delayed because it was supposed to come out in 2007. But it came out.
Table Star.
You're googling it. Oh
Table
my god.
Star?
Table tennis.
Yeah, I'm googling it.
Table tennis. I had that game, and I never played it. So what I did, I used the case for like a different game. Because the case was in good condition. Yeah. And I took the disc, stuck it halfway in between two drawers in my desk, and dropped my remote, like my TV remote, on top of the disc. And as soon as like the remote hit the disc, it blew up.
Oh.
Pieces were everywhere. So if you have a shitty game, do that. It's fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. So from what I see here, it didn't get delayed. So this is the first, maybe the second, maybe the first. I don't know, but one of the games that didn't get delayed by
No,
Rockstar, which is
GTA
amazing.
Chinatown.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Chinatown Wars.
Chinatown in the stories games.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe that came out on the Nintendo DS.
Yeah. I love how GTA's never come out on a Nintendo system except the portable systems.
Yeah, only the portables.
Who can forget the game of the year? Grand Theft Auto on the Game Boy Color.
That already sounds like it's gonna be a great game.
Oh, there's also Grand Theft Auto.
Game Boy Color.
There's also Grand Theft Auto 2 on the Game Boy Color. And the one I've played, which is so good, Grand Theft Auto Advance.
And I don't wanna see what they would look like because
beautiful.
It would probably look very bad, and it probably wouldn't handle very well at all because it's a Nintendo console.
No, it's not because it's a Nintendo console. It's because it was a
Nintendo
portable.
Not that. Yeah, Nintendo portable game.
Especially Game Boy Advance, because like the Game Boy Advance is meant like the way I look at it is like a portable Super Nintendo, except developers managed to get a 3D engine working on the system, so a ton of games are like 3D, like the Need for Speed games on the system. And however, all of them suck. That engine is awful. Like the GBA is not built for 3D gaming, so the 3D games suck. There might be some good ones, none that I know. I know for a fact the two Need for Speed ones I've played, Underground 1 and Most Wanted on the Game Boy Advance, are awful. Especially Most Wanted.
I've played Underground 2 on the on my I think it was DS, and that wasn't bad. Yeah, I mean, like the customization anyway.
The DS could handle 3D games because it's actually like it was designed for that, even though it's technically.
Well, I think it was like a GBA thing. Like, couldn't you play like GBA games on your DS?
Yes.
Like with the bottom, there was like something at the bottom, and you open it, and
Yes. There was two cartridge slots, one for the DS and one for the Game Boy Advance. Yeah.
Yeah. It must have been a GBA game because the DS came out in like 2006 or 5.
No, it came out in 2004.
2004?
Yeah.
It's that old.
Yeah, same year as the PSP.
Huh.
The more you know.
Oh, you know. I like how we went from like the Crew 2 to this.
Hey, the Crew 2 on Nintendo 3D, 2D, 1D.
Switch.
Please, like, with the Switch and third party stuff, I've been thinking about it. I don't know how well, Frostbite, like the engine would run on the Switch. I'm curious about that, cause that engine, especially on like the PS3 and maybe 360, most likely 360, but I haven't played any Frostbite games on the 360, but I have played Frostbite games on the PS3. Oh my god, those games are unique. Except for the DICE games, because DICE made the engine. They know what they're doing. Frostbite is a unique engine, especially on the PS3.
Yeah.
You can tell that engine is not the best. To be honest,
yeah, just maybe.
I feel like with the exception of stuff that was like pretty good, like Need for Speed the 1 and just Need for Speed the 1. I feel like the only good Frostbite games are made by DICE.
Yeah, because they're the ones who aren't they the ones who do Battlefield?
Yeah, they do Battlefield. They made the engine, so they know what to do with it. The engine's made specifically for Battlefield.
Yeah, and then somehow EA made Ghost Games turn into a racing game engine.
EA made Frostbite the only engine they use. Like, I know they updated FIFA last year for Frostbite, and I think they're probably gonna do that with
Oh
the other
no.
sports games as well.
I thought they were gonna keep them on that EA Ignite engine.
EA Ignite. What
Because like
what any Need for Speed games made on that engine?
no, what's called it was specifically made for sport games.
Oh,
So now they so now they're spending more money to what are you doing?
what are you doing, AE?
AE? Yeah, that's them.
AE. Speaking of, no wait, what was I saying? I was talking about Frostbite on Switch. The reason,
Transition.
no, I will transition in a minute. I need to finish my point I forgot about. um, bringing it up, like Ubisoft supported the Wii U for like way longer than everyone else did. Everyone else gave
Yeah, they
up
did.
like the second year or halfway through. No, not second year, the end of the first year or like halfway through the first year. Everyone gave up super quickly, but Ubisoft lasted until Watch Dogs, which is their last legit third-party game, not including stuff like Just Dance. And
Wow.
Watch Dogs on the Wii U came out late 2014. Like they could have.
That's amazing they kept up with it
Yeah.
that long.
The funny thing is the Wii U version was delayed, but they could have canceled it because the game already came out. But instead they kept working on it. The port's not even that good. Like from what I heard, the Wii U ports aren't that good. Like I have the only Ubisoft Wii U game I have is Assassin's Creed 4 on the Wii U. Don't ask
Oh.
why. And like it's okay. I don't, to be honest, I don't like the game that much, so that's probably why I don't notice. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think because Ubisoft supported the Wii U for longer than everyone else, the Switch is guaranteed, or at least I'd say 69% guaranteed.
Funny number.
The Crew 2 will be on Switch.
Yeah, and they'll probably delay it for it, just like with Watch Dogs.
If it's not on Switch, I imagine the reason it wouldn't be on Switch is because always online.
Oh yeah, always online.
That's a problem with the Switch. Is like, you take it out of your house, can't play always online shit.
Unless you bring around a freaking modem, a router,
If you
hotspot.
You gotta bring your phone and have money to afford a hotspot, or have parents with money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you'll be playing the game at like, 1.5. No, not even not even 1.5. Just like 0, just a bunch of zeros and then 1 FPS.
Yeah, it's 1 FPS. Speaking of 1 FPS, Need for Speed. Need for Speed Payback is a game, and Jess muted his mic. Okay, oh, he's back. Hi.
Yeah, I just went dead for a second. Hi.
Hi. How was death?
Great. Payback. Need for Speed Payback.
Payback. You go first. You go first.
Paying it back. Need for Speed, and my throat is dead. Need for Speed Payback. Las Vegas, gambling, casinos, cartel, revenge,
Burnout.
Fast and Furious.
Revenge.
They should have just called it that.
Burnout Revenge.
Need for Speed Burnout Revenge.
Need for Speed Burnout Revenge.
Yes.
Need for Speed Burnout Revenge 3 Takedown, Paradise Most Wanted, Syndicate, Racing Street, Crazy Taxi.
5.
Crazy Taxi 5, Electric Boogaloo. And Knuckles.
You could fit all that into a title, definitely.
And Knuckles, featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Crossing franchises.
Oh. I want to say I don't understand why people thought I was in Seattle. Well, like I partially understand with the Space Needle thing, but if you look at the other buildings, like one of them was that hotel. I don't know the name of it, but it's this famous hotel that's a staple of the Las Vegas cityscape skyline thing.
Uh-huh.
So like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, yeah, that's Las Vegas. But then people were like, Seattle. I'm like, does Seattle have a fucking giant casino?
That they probably took that Space Needle from like
That's a
Seattle,
no,
and then everything else is Las
no, no, no,
Vegas.
no, no, no. Las Vegas does that. Like they have the main strip with like rip-offs of popular things around the world. I know they have a Statue of Liberty down
Ah,
there. They probably have a Space Needle. They have a pyramid. They have a lot of stuff down there. Las Vegas is basically the
okay, that
Chinese.
makes sense. Yeah,
Las Vegas is basically the Chinese knockoff of the United States and basically
the
all,
the,
all
the
the
Chinese
planet.
knockoff city.
All the planet, yeah. Because everything they all is a rip-off of something that already exists, and you will lose a lot of money and not get any of it back. You will
Yeah,
be.
because gumbling.
It's like you got an email from an Egyptian prince wanting to give you thousands of dollars. All you have to do is give him your credit card information.
Yeah, that not fishy or suspicious at all.
Not at all. It came from totally not a scam at hotmail.com.
Definitely not.
Definitely not a
But
scam.
they're paying it back with Need for Speed Payback. I don't know if I'll be able to get used to that name. I'm always used to calling it by like the
I
year that it's coming out.
I don't like the name. It's
I don't
weird.
mind the name. Like
It,
if
it,
they actually went with Redline, I can get why people think it's like it sounds like what's the word?
retarded.
Kind of, but honestly, gameplay. That's what I need. I need
I
gameplay.
need gameplay too. We have a when is? Hang on, I have the date on my phone. Give me a second to check.
It's next week,
No shit. I have the date on my phone. Okay, the EA thing is Saturday next week, June 10th.
and it's gonna be Sunday for me at 5 a.m. Yeah.
Susto upload a new video about new speed. Big whoop. Um. The. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I
That
forgot. Anyways,
um
when it comes to what we think of the actual game, um,
yeah.
hype is Jess.
I'm hype.
High hype.
I don't know. Like actually, no, I was pretty excited. Like I was actually screaming at like 11 p.m. and I probably woke everyone up in my neighborhood.
I don't believe that. I don't believe you screaming. I just imagine and go, whoa. That's awesome.
just going really close up to the mic. Whoa!
That's awesome.
There's a car.
Look, explosions. It is born out. It is born out Avenge.
Yeah, with the beginning part in the truck.
Yeah. I said this in Jake's Steam chat, but I think the E3 demo is going to be that big rig event thing.
Yeah,
I'm calling right
most
now.
likely.
If it is that, you owe me $5.
Well, I mean, you already predicted the cover art
No.
because I mean, then again, that was pretty predictable.
One, that was predictable. Two, I was wrong. I predicted that specific photo. Yes, I got the
yeah,
call,
but still,
I got
the
the call
skyline
right.
was in there.
There was a vehicle with wheels. They're flying right. Look, there's a white background. Look, there's a logo that says Need for Speed on it. I'm right. Look, it's on the PS4. I'm right.
Whoa!
I want a PS4, but money.
Yeah. So paying it back with 2017.
You better pay me back when I win that bet.
because betting's gonna be in there.
It's so painfully obvious. Pink slip's gonna be a thing. It's in fucking
Just like
Vegas.
any
How
any
could they put
wagering.
it in Vegas and not have pink slips?
Yeah, like any type of wagering mode is gonna be in
A
this
Las
game.
Vegas game.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be though, and if it isn't, missed opportunity.
Well, I mean, they did have on like the website that there's gonna be high stakes competition. Not necessarily saying that there's gonna be pink slips or like wagering, but with the
Those are
cops.
just those are just advertisement words that sound like something, but in reality they're not. And at the same time, it's kind of a callback to Need for Speed High Stakes.
Yeah, with the whole high
Or
stakes
what was that?
competition name.
What's the dumb Europe name for that game again?
Isn't it like something road challenge?
I think yeah, it's Polyus World Challenge. Uh, World Challenge. I'm googling it. It says Need for Speed World Challenge Australia.
Australia.
Wait, is that just? Does this game have a name just for the Australian version? No, no, that's the.
I remember seeing a an Australian version of the I think it was the Hot Pursuit 2
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
and that looked awful. Like the Holdens didn't fit on the cover.
I'm looking at the cover for the Australian version of Road Challenge. Like the European version, the generic European version is like a Mercedes Benz. Australian version is like a Ferrari, but it's not even the good one. It's like
Huh.
it's like that one. I don't fucking know Ferraris, dude. I feel like when it comes to the PS1 era Need for Speeds, North America had the best covers.
And now we're on to talking about covers. Yes.
Yes. Because staying on topic is dumb.
Yeah, we can keep this on topic.
No, staying on topic's dumb. Because I want to keep talking about. I found the Australian cover. That is ugly.
I know.
Oh, it's called High Stakes Where You Live, but it's the Holdens. Oh my god, they're poorly photoshopped on top of the normal cover.
Exactly. Like it just doesn't fit at all, and like they're way too like overall they just don't fit. They just don't.
I'm just gonna Google Need for Speed Australian covers.
I think the only one that's like different, like it's not Need for Speed. Burnout 2. I think it is.
No. Isn't that just like a Europe cover and the North American cover different from Burnout too? Because like I know Europe has a different cover. I just don't know about Australia. I've never seen it, so probably not.
Eh.
AUST.
I think so far this podcast is going very well.
Oh, it's so good.
So organized and yeah.
You're organized. Oh.
Whoa. Okay. Back to Payback while you're doing the search.
I'm googling the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Europe cover. That's the Europe cover. Also,
Alright,
I just looked at the back. It's in Spanish.
Spanish, yes.
No, that's
But
definitely
like,
Australian.
I see quite a few people talking about how they're going off, they're doing something different again, like they're trying to reinvent the formula or like whatever, and like, oh, it's not a Need for Speed game. They've just taken bits from like other racing games like Forza Horizon, The Crew, and like a bit from Fast and Furious, and it's like not like the game because the game was terrible, but like the movies.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, I don't mind that as long as
I
you
don't
do it
mind
well and you stick to racing.
As long as you do it good. Because, like, the way I think it's going to work, they're going to have the heist events the same way it was, like, in Undercover or the Horizon games where, like, you got the normal events and then you got the special events, which are separate. That's the way I think they're going to do it. But also, I want to quote, this is one quote from Tomska. I don't know if you know him. Essentially his quote is, originality is just a bunch of stealing.
Yeah, if you really think about it, like my main thing is like if you take something and you do it good and you do it a bit differently, then I don't really have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But if you do it terribly and you completely rip it off, that's another thing entirely, and it's like, no.
Yeah. I mean, look at you. You're basically 902.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Ah,
You're like 90, but you upload.
yeah, every month.
It's still more often than 90. Nino makes good videos, though. I like his videos.
Yeah,
Upload more.
Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat.
Casey Neistat is a YouTuber with over 2 subs. He's known for making
I think
videos
that's
on the internet.
no, I think that's a bot account that you're talking about.
Webcast Instant. I like how the game is playable in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy to tell when I don't know what to say. I just spout off random bullshit.
We're just stuck in like nothingness right now.
Nothing. I hope it does come out on the Switch. Because 1, it's going to have an offline mode. 2,
Yeah.
the Switch is popular right now. So you might want to get your fucking
It would
game on
make
it.
sense.
And 3, I want it on the go. I wanted to play it at college instead of being productive.
But it probably won't be like the same exact game. Unless if they
think-
could do that though,
I think
that would be awesome.
I think it could be an instance of like the Need for Speed games on GameCube. Like they were like the same game, just like some stuff had to be cut out. Like obviously online at the time because the GameCube didn't have online. Because like they had to cut out songs and adjust the songs because GameCube discs were tiny, and they had to cut out challenge series events and calls, and especially in Carbon. But like they still got the main game on there. They still got they still got the game on it essentially. Even if it was like toned down, it was still the same game.
I'm thinking they're probably gonna turn down like the graphics.
No shit.
Not to the point where it looks like hopefully not to the point where it looks like a PS2 game.
Obviously not, because like I've been looking at like videos of like essentially there's like tech demos running on the Integra X1 chip. I know the name of that chip, but I have no idea what the fuck that even means. I just know the name of it. But that's essentially
Numbers and words.
Numbers and
letters.
words. The only reason I know about it is because that's the chip in the Nintendo Switch, and this guy keeps uploading videos of various tech demos on the chip, and it looks so good. It looks super good, and like some of them are running on the Nvidia Shield, which is less powerful than the Switch, and it looks really good at a decent frame rate.
Isn't that like a you
Shut
can
up,
play like
cat.
phone games?
What?
What? did you just say shut up, cat?
My cat just is outside my room meowing. If I let it in, it'll immediately go to my cords and start attacking my cords.
Yeah, and that would kind of be a problem.
I don't want them destroying my cords. I have a lot just there.
Well, isn't the Nvidia Shield like, isn't it just like a phone?
I don't
like you
fucking
can play,
know
like,
what it
phone
is. I
games?
just know it exists, and it has buttons.
Well, maybe that's something else I'm thinking of.
Probably. I think it's a clamshell thing. It's probably like an Android phone minus the phone part.
Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was.
I don't know. No one cares. It doesn't matter. But the Switch is capable of games that can be played on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's toned down. I don't care if some content gets cut out. As long as
The main game.
the main game is there, and playing Need for Speed Payback, almost said 2017, playing that game on the go would be mind blowing. And I don't want to do it the ghetto way of bringing like a laptop. I want to do it the proper way of bringing a system.
Or doing it that way, and like have you seen those like giant like cases, and like they have like the console
Oh
in
my
there like
God.
with the monitor, and then like they bring around like a giant like battery like
Oh
around.
my God, yeah. I saw one at EB Games like forever ago, and we were talking to the person walking there about it, and she said it can fit all the consoles except the Xbox One.
Or except for the Xbox One,
That
but
was
other than
that
that,
was
it can
before
fit like
that was before
10
this.
consoles.
Yeah, that was way before the Slim. So like, yeah, the Xbox One, which is known as the big brick, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need for Speed Payback coming to Nintendo GameCube.
Heck yeah, I want to play that on the GameCube.
I love the GameCube, man. Like today, I went out. I went to walk. No one was there, but I had money in my pocket, so I went. Fuck it, I'll buy video games, and I bought Underground 1 on the GameCube, and another game called Smashing Jive. But Underground 1 on the GameCube is so nostalgic for me because Underground 1 was the first Need for Speed game, it's the one that I started with, and I started with the GameCube version. So having that, the nostalgia is like 10 billion.
I've never owned a GameCube.
You are missing out.
I grew up the only Nintendo things that I've like had like the DS, the 3DS, and that's probably about it. Oh no, and also the Wii, the Nintendo Wii. I can't forget that.
Yeah, the Wii. The Wii is, well, what Wii do you have? Like, cause like at the top of the Wii, sometimes there's like little lids you can open up with like controller ports and like memory card ports. If it has that, you can play GameCube games in your Wii.
I don't have it anymore though.
Fuck you. I like the Wii. No, wait, not the GameCube.
It's a cool thing.
The Wii's stupid. Fuck the Wii.
Huh?
I like the GameCube.
Wow.
Wow.
I was actually gonna get a Wii U, but then the next gen consoles got announced. Oh, and speaking of next gen consoles,
are we even done with speed needed?
I was about to do a segue in the middle of us
Fuck your
talking
segue.
about something else.
Fuck your segue. Are we done with Need for Speed?
I guess. Like, you do you have anything else?
I've noticed. Okay, what I want for Need for Speed, most wanted style pursuits or carbon style pursuits are basically the same thing. I want those so badly, and the little bit of pursuit footage we got in that trailer, I'm not excited for the pursuits based on that one trailer because it was just like, oh look.
But that's only a trailer though.
Yeah, I know.
And they can like do anything
I know,
with the trailer.
But they could have like, it would have made people more excited because people will remember Most Wanted. Even people who aren't Need for Speed fans, they will remember Most Wanted, it being really fun. So if they see crazy helicopters, they wouldn't be like, "Whoa, that looks cool."
Yeah, but I mean, like we got the only sign we have like of the helicopter being in the game is from that cover art, and that's about it. There's no gameplay.
Yeah, it like hopefully it was just like the way they edited the trailer. They wanted to focus more on like story rather than pursuits. But like,
yeah.
Plus, they did confirm rhinos, and there were no rhinos in the trailer. To be honest, the cop cars were just the charges from 2015, just removed.
Yeah, what's cool? No, they're exactly from 2015 because one of the shots, like before the R34 hits it, like it has the California license plate with the VBPD text.
Oh my God, they haven't changed the fucking.
Yeah, they didn't change it. I think they might have just like took them straight from 2015 and just
they're
like.
They're gonna change it when the game's done. But
yeah, like that's what makes me think.
Yet? It's just like
That's what makes me think. That's what makes me think that they're not gonna be like that in the actual gameplay, because it's from Ventura Bay.
I yeah, the Victoria Bay Police Department is full of retards. Hopefully, the Fortune Valley Police Department is better than that.
Yeah,
God, Fortune
hopefully.
Valley. What a dumb name. See,
Fortune
as
Valley.
cool as the game looks, every name is dumb. Like, it's like Fortune Valley, Need Speed Payback. You play as Tyler. Oh, I bet there's like I bet the main villain's name is just gonna be Bob.
Bob the Casino Man.
Bob the Casino Man. Wasn't the trailer talk about how the main villain is a girl?
Huh?
Or like
Oh yeah, but like
sexism.
apparently she's like the leader. I'm guessing she's like the leader of like the house, which is like the cartel
I
thing.
can't.
Like,
Every
or
time.
maybe they're two different antagonists. I have no idea.
Who
Or maybe
knows?
they're just, or
Every
maybe they're
time I
part
hear
of the
the
same thing. I
house,
don't know.
I think of zombies.
Eh,
Yeah, that was the thing in Black Ops 3. I always followed this song. That's off topic. Back to Need for Speed.
back to Black Ops.
Back to Black Ops Payback.
Yes.
Call list.
We already have two cars that not just supercars, hypercars.
The fucking Vigera.
Regera and a
Okay.
Pagani Huayra BC.
I feel like this is teasing me, cause like the two cars I want it so much. The Zonda and the Agera, and they're giving me these. They're so close.
Yeah, so close. So I feel like they'll definitely put the Agera and the Zonda in there.
I don't know
Well, of
about
course the Agera, because
Agera's
they had it
obvious.
in Rivals. They had
The
it in
Agera
Rivals.
is obvious, but the Zonda is concerning because like for the longest time they've only had the Huayra.
Yeah, they'll probably have the regular Huayra, but Zonda Chinhua, please.
The Zonda Chink. Zonda Chinese. That's racist.
Chinese.
That's racist. That's racist. But like I am happy. The beginning of the trailer literally starts off with here's a Regera.
Yeah, just like straight away, like after the explosions.
No,
It's like,
like
oh, Regera.
after the trailer does that weird preview thing.
Yeah.
It's like Regera. And explosions. Like I am still concerned about crashing and drifting.
Oh wait, you know that scene where the Mustang like hits the traffic car
Was that
and it goes flying?
was that when the traffic car went slow mo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That what's called the Mustang was in the air, not the traffic car.
What? Oh, when it was nighttime. I thought you were talking about when the daytime
Yeah.
thing.
No, not the daytime, no.
Oh.
But so the traffic car actually won the battle, not the Mustang.
See, I to be honest, when I watched the trailer, I wasn't really paying that much attention to everything. I didn't watch any breakdowns because like I want to go in only knowing the trailers. I that's one problem I did with 2015. I watched way too many videos about 2015 where I knew the entire game before I even got it.
Yeah, I pretty much did that for like
Yeah.
ever since Rivals, like because I watched I watched so many trailers about that because I thought that was gonna be a great game, and we all know how that turned out. But anyway,
You were a sad kid.
yeah, I was very sad. Just
Yeah.
Rivals. At least we got this now, so
At
yeah.
least we have a game with calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but there's so many shots in this trailer that reminds me of like Forza Horizon, especially the off-roading. And that first shot with the Huayra BC, that looks like something straight out of Horizon 3.
Yeah. I like how the trailer music isn't obnoxious. obnoxious.
Yeah, it's actually like
A
it's
song.
not like it's not electronic. Well, it kind of is, but
I
it's
feel
more
like
like
based on this trailer, it feels like they figured out how to not fuck up the vibe. That was one
yeah, they
problem with
didn't.
2015. The map design looked gritty. You looked at the map, it was gritty as fuck. The music.
But with this game, it seems like it's very neutral.
Yeah.
Like it's not really gritty in the day or nighttime, but it's more so like I don't know,
It
in the middle.
no, to me it feels gritty, but like not too gritty because there's daytime
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. But like it feels weird.
It feels like they found like the a
A
balance
balance.
between like
But like I'm still concerned about the gameplay. They can fix it. They can fix it, but personally, I don't think there is a single Need for Speed with perfect break the drift handling. Like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 is the closest to have great handling that does break the drift, but it still feels weird. Like
I have a feeling that
most
they'll
wanted
still
20
have
yeah
the
it
yeah.
yeah most wanted 2012 break the drift was atrocious. I
Yeah, that was like
that
the
was
easiest out of the whole franchise.
no for me it wasn't easy. It was well yeah it was easy, but it felt so weird. That's like one thing with the tap to drift games in Need for Speed. They feel weird. It doesn't feel fluid. That's why I think it works in Burnout because they make the gameplay with the tap to drift feel fluid and it fits perfectly with the track design. Even in Burnout Paradise, which is open world,
Yeah.
like it's easy to do in a track racer because you have like set routes, but in an open world, anybody can take a corner at any time, and they perfected in Burnout Paradise. But like, I'm worried that with Payback that they're not like it's not gonna be that fluid perfectness, and it's gonna feel like every other Need for Speed that has this style of handling a bit wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those also crashing, fucking
Mhm.
crashing.
There's like actually like half the trailer was crashing.
Half the yeah, half the chill was crashing. Takedowns coming back to Need for Speed because that's what we wanted.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, takedowns.
Yeah.
I just want Most Wanted 2. It's all I want. Or if you can't do that, HD port of HD remake of Most Wanted with online pursuits. That would be neat and cool.
Neat.
Don't make Ghost make it though. They need to focus on the new game. Have like Criterion needs to do something with their lives. Or like make EA Canada do it because technically they made the game. Technically,
Oh yeah.
Backbox is Canada.
Canada.
Yeah,
Is that the name of it now? Canada?
Canada. So,
Well, I mean, you are Canadian, so yeah, that's the official pronunciation.
so the PS4 Neo, the Xbox Scorpio, and the Nintendo NX.
Yeah, I had a pretty good segue,
But
but
fuck
then
you.
I did it in the middle.
In the middle of the topic.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, so anyways. And I listed the code names too.
Scoopio.
Neo is a better name than PS4 Pro.
Yeah, it's like
And
they went with a really basic name.
Same thing with the NX, but Switch is still a good name. It took a few days.
I don't think they'll stick with Scorpio. They'll probably make it like Xbox 2 Plus or Xbox One
I
Plus.
think it's gonna be like Xbox X.
X.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so annoying to say. Xbox X.
Or just call it the X1.
What do you think the Scorpio's gonna be?
A better Xbox One. That's really it. Like I'm not gonna get one though.
I
because
yeah, I'm
I don't
there.
really feel like there's a need to. Like, if it's just gonna be, which it is, like it's probably just gonna be a console where you get better graphics and stuff and better frame rate, all that good stuff that some people
Yeah.
want out there.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna buy a 4K gaming console for my 1080p 1080p TV I got in 2010. Great.
Hmm.
Fucking
Exactly.
my brother was
So
over like a week ago, and he was like, "Dude, you got Zelda? I want to see it." And we were playing. I was playing Zelda, and he was like, "I feel sorry you have to play this on this shit TV." Yeah, but like, I feel like with the Scorpio, like, I don't know. I feel like it's pointless. Like maybe in the future, because like what I think they're gonna do is like after a year or two, Scorpio exclusive games are gonna like take over the system, and the Xbox One is gonna be completely replaced with the Scorpio, and like the Scorpio is just gonna be a system that has periodic graphics updates. There's gonna be like a Scorpio 1, a Scorpio 2, or Scorpio 3.5, where you need the minimum graphics to play the game, and I feel like it's weird the way they're going.
hopefully, I know they'll do this. Like, although there was a video that perfectly described how I felt about like the whole mid-gen console upgrades and stuff.
Yeah, but like um, one thing that think would be a good idea for Scorpio, in my opinion, if it was a PC. Like, I think if it was a pre-built $500 4K gaming PC that played Xbox One 360 and even Xbox original games all built into one machine that was like manufactured, and you didn't have to worry about like picking the right parts and putting it in correctly, or like make sure they are compatible with each other. It's all just like bought straight out of the box, and then boom, you have a high-end gaming PC. I
Hmm.
think that would be perfect. Like,
I,
I feel like
yeah.
PC gaming is gonna take over the industry, or if not PC gaming, like stream boxes where you stream games.
Hmm.
But like,
Yeah, that's another thing that'll probably be a part of like the future for like. Well, I mean, they're kind of already doing it with the whole PlayStation Now and like
EA
playing
access and
PS2,
stuff like that.
PS3.
But like,
Yeah.
you stream games, like it's not good now. Look at OnLive. That was garbage.
Yeah.
But like, um, I just think a a cheap, high end, or at least like somewhat mid to high end gaming PC that's pre built. Like
Hmm.
I don't want to like know what's in it. I want to know what it does. Like I don't
Yeah.
like, oh, it has a GTX 1080. It has 80 teraflops of RAM. It can do 1080p frames per second. I don't care. I want to know. I want to see what it does. I don't want to hear. Oh, it has this in it. Cause that's one problem I have with the Scorpio so far. All they've talked about is what's in it. They've
And know what? Like,
barely talked about
not
what it
and not the
does.
games.
The only thing we have, the only thing we have, is a screenshot of a tech demo for Forza 6. That's it. It's not even a good screenshot. Not
Nothing
even.
else. Nothing
It's
else.
like, who the fuck has a 4K monitor? Like, I don't know anyone
Yeah. No,
that
not
owns a
TV,
4K
monitor.
anything. I don't know anyone that owns a 4K anything. Like,
And wait, didn't they only just come out like 1 or 2 years ago? Maybe like earlier than that.
4, I'm guessing. But like,
Yeah.
I remember like recently I was in a Walmart. They had 4K TVs. I decided like, how good is 4K anyway? So I was watching the generic snowboarding video they had on the 4K TVs, and I was like, wow, that looks like that's indeed snowboarding. Like, it just looked like a slightly higher quality to 1080p. I was like, big whoop. I don't care. Like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
It's just resolution. As long as it's like 720p, I'm okay. And even then, like if it's an old console, I can deal with 480, 240, as long as it looks good.
Yeah, I can deal with 40p, 720, 1080, whatever.
Fucking the 3DS has a 240p screen, and it looks good. Not amazing, but it looks good for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, that's a tiny screen.
Yeah, that's tiny. Like it's not
Yeah.
like 16 by 9
Yeah.
or
That's
whatever.
that's one thing with portables. It always looks better. It looks better on a like the actual portable than if you like emulated it, with the exception of like upgrading the graphics, because that's the thing emulators can do. But like I remember, in grade 11, I played Burnout Legends on an emulator on my school computer, and it looked not the best. And then I got Burnout Legends on my actual PSP, and it looked better, like a lot better.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like Scorpio, I think should be a pre-built PC. That
Yeah, I remember you
specifically
were
designed.
talking about that, like how it should just be uh what you just said.
Yeah, PC. Like
And I wouldn't mind it being that because it
it'd
kind of
be
makes
a,
sense.
it'd be the
I remember
best.
you or Jake said about how it looks like they're trying to move over to like the PC market.
Yeah, like the Scorpio, it feels like it's gonna be like a transition, or like it's 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 either gonna be like a transition, or like how Sega did the Dreamcast, will go out with a bang.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like if it's the going out with the bang option, they're doing a bad job. Yeah, I'm starting to regret getting an Xbox One. Like the only reason I don't regret it is because I was able to play with friends and shit.
Yeah, that's the
That's the
thing. Yeah, like
one
playing with
thing I'm
friends.
happy about. Who could forget Roblox and Xbox? That ain't on
Uh,
PS4.
yeah, that's something you can't experience on PlayStation. You need an Xbox to play that.
God, I got an Xbox so I can play Forza.
I
What a
think
great
one.
decision.
I think the most, no, not the most difficult. That's an exaggeration. But like getting Need for Speed Payback, but like on what though? Because I'm building a PC, and I'm like, maybe I should get it for that. And then I got people on PlayStation and Xbox. I'm like, oh crap, what am I gonna do now?
I have no idea what I'm getting it on. Like a Switch version could be confirmed later because that's what they're gonna do. Like Switch ports for these games aren't guaranteed to be confirmed alongside the reveal. Like if you look at the Wii U, when the ports for like say for example the Call of Duties or like Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, they were always confirmed later. Like and even with Most Wanted 2012, that was confirmed after the game came out.
Yeah, like
So like
it was already out at that time.
if they confirm it on the Switch, I'm getting on the Switch. Cause like
Really?
yeah, cause I on one hand playing with friends, on the other hand playing it
Yeah,
outside when
portable.
I'm gone from this house. Like when I got Zelda, my schoolwork was gone, and like it just stopped. I remember math class. My math teacher, he's an awesome math teacher. He essentially like he doesn't give a fuck what you do as long as you don't disturb the class.
As long as you do your work.
No, he doesn't care if you do your work
Really?
as long as you don't disturb the class.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Sounds like a cool guy.
he is cool. Um, so essentially, I was just playing my Switch in like tabletop mode because I like that mode, and I played most of Zelda in math class. Yeah, I so Zelda was great. Um, so yeah, I want it on the Switch, but like if it's not on the Switch, I'll get the Crew 2 on the Switch. I don't know. Cause like so many games this year, dude.
Yeah, and then not only that, but then you gotta choose what you want it for. Like, if you only have like one next gen console and you're not really planning on like getting anything else, like another console or whatever, then you're pretty much good. But like with me, I don't know what I'm gonna, and I can't get it all. I can't get it
Oh, there's
all on
so
all
many
three consoles.
games.
Like I can't get it for PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
Like
Like I'm
including
not a
not
rich
including
person.
not including games that are coming out that already came out. So many good games this year. Like obviously Need for Speed, The Crew 2, Far Cry 5, Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2. What else is coming out this year? All the stuff that hasn't been announced yet. Obviously, the Assassin's Creed is a game. The Call of Duty World War II looks cool. Oh, there's
Oh,
so
that as
much.
well.
There's so
Well, I mean, with Call
much.
of Duty, that's pretty easy. What I'm gonna get it for.
PS.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much. God, so many games. And the rumored Metroid game. If that comes out this year, my wallet is fucked.
Yeah, same. Like, I think everyone's wallets are just gonna be just completely drained by the end of this year.
I've made a decision. I don't know if I'm gonna stick by it, but I'm going to have The Crew 2 and Need for Speed Payback compete for my money. But
What you're saying? You're gonna buy one
I'm
over the
gonna
other?
buy one and then buy the other later when it's cheaper.
Oh. Oh, that's difficult because Need for Speed.
And The Crew, I don't. My wallet is going to stab me. Please, Ubisoft, delay The Crew 2. I need the money.
Yeah.
Delay
Like,
it, please.
what if they do it like they did with the last game, where like it was announced in like June or July of 2013, and then it comes out like a year and
I
like
am perfectly fine with that.
6 months later.
I am perfectly fine with that because that's in between Need for Speed cycle. So.
Oh yeah, and then you can play that until the next one.
Yeah. Fuck
Genius.
you, Forza. You don't exist.
Yeah, screw Forza.
Fuck you, Forza. Yeah. We have a topic for mid-gen consoles, and we only talk about the Scorpio.
Oh, and speaking of Scorpio, back to quick thing about Forza. They probably won't do anything new, like at all.
I forgot Forza 7 was coming out this year.
Yeah, and then Project Cars 2.
Yeah, games no one cares about.
What about GT Sport though?
Games no one cares about.
Dirt 4. Wait, that's coming out like later this month.
It's coming out less than a week. People have already gotten the review copies.
Wow.
In fact, I'm gonna check. The game comes out in 3 days.
3 days.
3 days. Your wallet is dead now.
Help me! Help me! Wait, I'm gonna take CJ's suggestion on Twitter because I said like, oh, I'm not gonna have any money by the end of this year, and you know what he came up with? You know what kind of solution he came up with?
What?
Just sell yourself. I'm gonna do that. All right, guys. So there won't be any videos, but I'll be playing the games.
You'll make more money if like you cut parts off and sell those by themselves. Oh God. But yeah.
How long have we been recording for?
Over an hour.
Huh. Only.
Time limits are stupid. We'll go until we're done.
Wait, we're not done.
I think with the podcast, like obviously if it reaches 2 hours, we gotta stop. But I think like until we're done on.
Well, what's the exact time like right now?
1 hour and 4 minutes.
Oh, okay, we
but,
just
like,
reached.
I think like if we finish all the topics in half an hour, it'd be half an hour. If we finish all the topics in 2 years, it'd be 2 years.
Yeah, a 2-year-long podcast.
I don't think we should rush the ending. I think it should just end naturally.
Mm-hmm.
But like mid-gen consoles, we've only talked about Scorpio. There's also
Oh yeah, then
The PS4 Pro, and I count the Nintendo Switch as a mid-gen thing because like it came out around the same time as the other mid-gen stuff.
yeah, kind of, I guess.
It is a whole new console, but I personally count it halfway.
Yeah, because it just came out
It
like
came out at a weird
this year.
time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But it did very well
so
in the
good
middle of like
in
out of
March.
nowhere, and it does so well.
Releasing it in March, fucking genius.
Yeah, because like nothing's going on around that
The
time,
the
and
the nutheads who love Nintendo like me get it early, and the people who want it normally will get it later this year with a lot more games, a lot more great games.
yeah, like around like Christmas time.
Yeah, like so there's the games out right now, but like a new first party Nintendo game comes out in like a few weeks. And by the time most people get them around Christmas time, either this year or next year, there'll be a shitload of awesome games for it.
Yeah.
And Zelda, who could forget?
I
Zelda was so good.
constantly hear people talk about that. Well, not much now, but like when it first was out, I'm like, whoa, Zelda.
The only problem I have with it is that I've put in so much progress that there's nothing for me to do anymore. There's still a lot of side quests and a lot of shrines, but nothing I'm interested in that for me to do because I'm not interested in the side quests. I was interested in
Have
the
you
shrine stuff.
have you replayed for the game yet?
No.
Or have you already done that like a few
I
hundred times?
have not replayed through the game because that means deleting my save. I don't want to delete
Oh.
my save
Then why don't you just make a new profile?
because I don't do that. But like, anyways, back to mid-gen consoles. Let's talk about the PS4 Pro. Bad.
It's slightly no, it's not even slightly better. It's just the only difference is the resolution.
It can upscale to 4K, and when it came out, I've heard a lot of people had problems with it. Great.
It's not even that much of an upgrade.
It's what's the fucking point?
I would barely call it an upgrade.
Like, what's the point? I don't get it. Like, you got 2 teraflops. Woo, Scorpio's 8. I think. I don't know. I don't know the stats because I don't give a shit. But it's like, what's the point of the PS4 Pro? It's not even future-proofing because it's only upscaling to 4K.
It's not doing anything to help the PS4 really. It's just
like what? Like if you activate boost mode, it might make a game more stable. If boost mode,
they've already got a good system with the PS4. I don't get it.
When I get my PS4, unless by some miracle I found a Pro for like $50, I'll get like just a normal
50.
You never know.
Oh, you never know.
Hey, I could have gotten a PSVR for 200. It's just I don't have 200.
That's another thing. Well, it's not. It has nothing to do with mid-gen consoles, but like that's another thing that's like. I feel like there's a lot of missing potential with the PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things they could do with it, but like there's nothing for it other than like that Batman game, which isn't even really a
like those.
Well, it is a Batman
game. When it comes
game,
to stuff that I consider actual games, there's only 2. But maybe. Okay, there's 5 VR games I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 7, but that's also playable normally. Drive Club VR, same thing.
Yeah.
Job Simulator, I think that's the name of it.
Job Simulator.
Job Simulator. That looks a lot of fun. I don't remember the names of these other 2, but one of them is like a bomb game where you have a not specifically PSVR, but like a VR headset on you, and there's people around you looking at like notes and stuff, trying to tell you how to defuse a bomb.
That sounds like a really fun game.
It seems fun based on the videos I watched. And there was also another one where you're like a spy and you have to figure out stuff.
See, those are the type of games that I would like to try out. Like it reminds me of those games on the Kinect, on the 360 Kinect, not the Xbox One Kinect, because that was
Connect
who used that?
Disneyland. Connect Disneyland and Connectimals. And I didn't know you love Connectimals. That's like your favorite game. Shut up, cat.
I didn't know that was my favorite game.
You love Connectimals. What are you talking about? Your favorite's the kangaroo because that's you.
Because Australia, huh?
Ha ha. I find it a tiny bit funny. No one mentioned koalas.
Oh yeah, those
Oh
are
yeah,
there.
koalas exist. Koalas. Who gives a shit about koalas? Koalas don't matter. Yeah.
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 There's a lot of points in this podcast where it just goes like yeah,
Yeah.
and then silence.
Silence. I said yeah to break up the silence. So yeah, the PS4 Pro is stupid. A PSVR is cool idea, but nothing to do with it. And then there's the Switch, which is halfway in. It's doing well. It has a positive feature with first party stuff. I'm worried about third party support. I want support. I like third party games on the Switch. Like one thing with the Switch. When you get a Switch, you immediately become like spoiled with the fact that you have a home console you can take anywhere. So like you can play a game on like say the Xbox One or like a PS4, and you're like, this game's great, but you know it'd be better if I can have it on the Switch.
Yeah,
Like that.
That's always there.
That's always like you just want to take it with you, but you can't because you have to have a fucking TV.
Yeah, and you can't really connect the TV to like where you're
What
walking.
if you're on an airplane? You can't bring your TV there.
Yeah, especially if you have a 4K TV.
That reminds me, I saw this picture on Facebook. This was before the Switch was announced. Some guy on an airplane bought his Wii U just so he can play it on the plane.
Wait, did he bring like a monitor and
No, the Wii U has the gamepad, but he had to bring the system as well.
Oh.
He bought the system and a gamepad.
That was basically what they were trying to do with that's like a really bad Switch.
Yeah, that is a really bad Switch. Like I think that was what they wanted to do with the Wii U. It's just they didn't have the money, or like the stuff was too expensive.
Yeah.
So they were like, let's just go halfway. And because of that, they fucked themselves over for like a few years.
Yeah, and then a few years later, they come out and they're like, hey, Switch. And it's way better.
Yeah. I still think when a Pokemon comes out for the Switch, that's when everything's going to explode. Because, like, Pokemon sells like bananas.
Yeah, and then like it'll be Pokemon Go, but without the Go part.
Yeah. Like, the newest Pokemon games that came out November last year, 2016, they're the fastest selling Pokemon games, I believe, ever. And that includes the originals.
Even the originals.
Even the originals. And you want to know the record holders before that game came out?
What are they?
Not like the previous Pokemon games, X and Y.
Uh-huh.
They were the fastest selling Pokemon games. And that was before Pokemon Go reinvigorated the Pokemon hype.
Yeah, like that took it to another level.
Yeah. We'll talk about Pokemon.
Yeah, now we're talking about Pokemon. Heck yeah.
We are bad at staying on topic.
It's happened like 3 or 4 times. Probably double that.
Staying on topics for nerds.
How does that have to do with it?
Fuck you, that's why.
Good point.
So, are we done talking about mid-gens?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're done. Like,
yeah. So that's the episode. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Did you have fun watching this mess of a podcast?
It
I don't know.
I
Say it.
I don't even know what. Yeah, talk to your monitor out loud, even though it's probably like 1 a.m. for you. Just say like, "I liked it," and you have to say in that voice, and you have to yell it. If you don't,
Exactly that.
if you don't, you owe me $2.
Canadian.
No, fucking Australian. Actually,
No,
no,
Canadian.
American, because then I get more money.
Oh yeah.
I think. Would I? I don't know.
I think.
I don't know the exchange rate. I don't know which way it goes. All I know is Canada's fucked. No matter, Canada's just fucked. So
First episode.
this has been
This
the
is
first
it.
episode of the Instant Webcast. It was a train wreck. Hopefully, it was a good train wreck.
Yeah. Hope.
Hopefully, instead of it being a train wreck that killed innocent little puppies, it was a train wreck that killed Nazis.
Ooh, controversy.
That's the analogy I'm going with.
That's it. You're going with
I'm
that.
going with that. Thank you for watching for the 80th time. Goodbye.
Bleh.
Bye. And in case you're wondering, schedules are stupid. So no schedule.
Yeah. Nothing.
No schedule. Bye. For
Bleh.
real this time.
Yeah. This is for the reals.
Yeah.